This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free.
Happy National Spaghetti Day.
I love spaghetti.
Did you know that it's the easiest to make? That's why it's so popular?
Why is it the easiest to make?
I didn't dig too deep on that little piece of information. I just read that the main reason spaghetti is so popular is because it's the easiest to make.
Just get some ragu.
Like, you look at the bow tie pasta, that's got to be the toughest.
You think it's done, and then you bite into it, and you're like, oh, it's hard in the center. Mm-hmm. Good.
So we're asking you how you elevate your spag.
Remember when that woman called it and she said she sends her husband off with spaghetti leftovers in the morning in a Ziploc bag, and he cuts out one of the corners and he sucks through the Ziploc bag and eats it cold.
On his drive, right?
Where are they?
I don't know.
It's been years since we've heard from that couple. Are they still together?
He has car scissors, too. That's what ignited your passion for car scissors, is that call?
Everybody should have scissors in their car. You never know when you're going to need them. If somebody tries to break into your car, if they're in your back seat, if you're going through a midlife crisis and you need to cut your own bangs.
Okay, lots of good reasons.
So how do you elevate your spag?
Well, and it's funny that we're calling it that now. That is what they call it in Australia and New Zealand, is a spag bowl.
Manny wrote into 780-784-7107 saying leftover spaghetti in our house growing up meant we were eating spaghetti omelets the next morning.
Not sure about that.
Are there eggs involved, or are you just folding over the spaghetti in a weird way?
No, I bet there's got to be eggs involved if it's an omelet. Nasty. I have invented a few different spaghetti dishes.
Yeah.
One I ate last night. You just take the mild Johnson sausage and cut it in kind of meatball shapes while it's frying. Easiest meatballs you'll ever make.
True.
Can of tomato soup, half a jar of tomato sauce. You got yourself a dish.
I ate it last night. It was good, but I did feel like it was a bit too tomato soupy. So I added more.
Yeah. My daughter said it was terrific, and I thought it was amazing. So 2 out of 3 wins.
Yeah, that's true. What are some other ways to amplify your spaghetti? I think homemade meatballs are what make or break it. With a lot of garlic and breadcrumbs and oregano.
Pesto, a nice addition to spaghetti. It feels like some pesto like gets quite clumpy. But spaghetti seems to really embrace the grain.
Garlic bread.
Pardon?
Spaghetti needs garlic bread.
Okay. The world record for spag bowl is 13,780 pounds.
Whoa. That's like what I ate last night.
I could probably saddle up a group of fellas that sit around and crush that together. Spaghetti used to be much longer back in the day.
No way.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking? The length of a baguette?
Yeah, like double.
What?
I think is how it was originally made.
It would take you so long to slurp one noodle.
Yeah, you just get one noodle and keep twisting it around around.
If you were watching Lady and the Tramp, the whole movie would just be that scene of them sucking on the noodle, and then the credits would roll. They'd be like, we're out of time.
Yeah, totally. And finally, the last little tidbit of information I have about spaghetti on National Spaghetti Day is on April 1st in 1957, the BBC convinced a large portion of their viewers that spaghetti grows on trees. At the time, it was considered by many as an exotic delicacy. The spoof explained how severe frost can impair the flavor of the spaghetti and how each strand always grows to the same length. This is believed to be one of the first times television ever staged an April Fool's Day hoax.
That's funny.
Yeah. Thought that was awesome.
Josh wrote in saying, we like to add 35% cream to the sauce, turning it into a light cream sauce, making it taste 10 times better.
Rosé.
Tim from OK Tire on 23rd Ave. Go see them. They're the best if you ever have any car problems, car needs. I make spaghetti, he wrote in, then refry the next day. It's the only way to eat it leftover.
Yeah, the microwave does do some damage in comparison to a nice little hot pan.
What do you think about Strummy's text? Just add taco seasoning to the beef and then put that in your spaghetti?
It's fusion. It's fusion.
It's fusion.
I'm all about it.
And lots of parm. Like, I don't even want to see any red on my plate. I want it to just be
you
like...
do go hard on the parm.
Yeah.
27 days away from Lisa's birthday, she's already started talking about her demands.
Okay, I've never cared. For 32 years, when people are like, what do you want for birthday? Nothing. Yet somehow I've had like 6 surprise parties. All my other friends are pissed because they're like, why do you always get surprise parties? I'm like, do you think I planned that? No.
I think it's because your birthday's February 1st and nobody has anything to do in January. So people are like, let's throw a surprise party. Whose birthday's next?
So I've decided that starting this year, I'm going to actually answer when people say, what do you want for your birthday? So I have a list for the first time in my life. For 32 years, every birthday, every Christmas, every everything, I'd always be like, I'm good. This year,
Okay.
I know what I want. I want a gift card to Crate and Barrel. I want Starbucks gift cards, cash.
You want cash for your birthday. You're 33. No, you don't be asking for cash
Why not?
for your birthday. That's ridiculous. It's also ridiculous that we're 4 weeks out and Lisa's birth month celebrations have started.
I don't know why you're annoyed. This is the first year I've ever been like this, so get used to it. But no surprise parties, because I don't need friends being jealous and mad at me when it's out of my control. And I know you're probably planning like this big crazy party with all of our listeners and...
No.
It's Ryder and Lisa's Top 7 at 7.
The top 7 little things that make her melt is what we're counting down today. Now, I probably should have let you do this list.
No, it's funny for me to listen to you compile it.
Okay.
Let's see if you're accurate.
I actually put in some work on this.
Okay.
Yeah, I do want to know where you're at.
So you did some research.
A lot of work.
Lots of work. Yeah, you look tired today.
Yeah, it's because I've just been grinding. Top 7 little things that make her melt. At number 7, we have send her a text, just letting her know you're thinking about her.
Yeah, sure. That's
yeah,
fine.
sure.
Yeah, I'd probably double tap it and like it.
Okay, that's
move
not
on
making
with my
her
day.
melt. I'm off to a bad start.
No, it's pretty sweet.
Okay, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. At number 6, we have...
but are you actually, or are you just setting an alarm and
Yeah.
texting it?
Well, just when you think about
When
them,
you're
send
thinking
it.
about them, send it. There you go. I like it.
No need to lie. At number 6, we have encourage her.
Totally. Support is so hot. I had an ex-boyfriend that was, okay, he got mad that I was, quote unquote, funnier than him. And then he was pissed off because we had a joint surprise birthday party because our birthdays are like 4 days apart. Mm-hmm. But there were more people there for me than him. So yes, support, encouragement, hot.
Because that wasn't
Being
hot.
a petty loser and crying in the corner.
He was crying.
Well, no, but
It seems like you date criers.
What?
At number 5, we have get some chores done. Damn it.
that should be number 1.
Is that? No, but making her melt, that can't be number 1. Just doing chores. I guess, is your
Without
love
being
language
asked?
acts of service?
Without being asked. Like, imagine coming home and someone's scrubbing the toilets. That's hot.
Is it the toilets
Not
specifically?
watching, not like that, but you know what I
And
mean.
then they come at you with their toilet hands. At number 4, we have handwritten notes.
Cute.
My handwriting is really bad.
It's just chicken scratch.
Yeah. So I
It's
don't know
really
about
cute,
that.
Though. Ryder is compiling or has compiled the list of the top 7 things that can make her melt.
Little things. Like, we're not
Little
saying, hey, let's go on a trip to Paris. That's too big of a thing. Number 3 is unexpected gestures, like bringing her a warmed towel after a shower.
Wow.
So while she's in the shower, you take her towel down, throw it in the dryer.
Or the surprise massage.
I'd be a little bit worried about my ADHD. I'd forget that the towel was in the dryer, and then she'd just be left no towel, no.
Okay, so this
No
year
option.
for my family Christmas gift exchange, I put in a towel warmer. It is about like $150, so it's quite pricey, but game changer. My sister got it.
Yeah.
She said it fits 2 towels, and you put them in right before you go in the shower or have a bath. She loves it.
2 towels.
2
huh?
towels.
Wow. What's
I know.
your sister up to? Isn't bad. At number 2, we have kissing of the forehead. didn't know this was such a big deal, but apparently.
Yeah, there's something about a forehead kiss. It says I love you. It says I care about you.
Without being like, let's get raunch.
Yes.
Okay.
I like that one for number 2. What's number 1? I don't even know what to think.
Little things that make her melt. It's been number 1 for 400 years. Flowers. Flowers is number 1 on the list, according to all the research I did.
Research.
Yeah, YouTube University.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Have you graduated from YouTube University?
I got my PhD.
Nice.
My pimp and hose degree.
No, don't talk
what?
like that. Okay, so I think we need to kind of switch up number 1, though. Yes, flowers are great.
You
especially
want
when you
chores to be number 1.
No. Cheeseburgers. Surprise burger. Nothing better.
Then a surprise cheeseburger?
A surprise snack when you didn't ask for it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that should have been on the list.
That should definitely be on the list.
Should we wipe out? Okay, let's move flowers to maybe number 2. Kissing foreheads, we can bump up to. Can we get rid of handwritten notes, or you like that one?
Yeah, I don't know.
Send her little texts and let her know you're thinking about her. Get rid of that one, maybe?
I think we get rid of that one.
And put cheeseburgers in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am so lucky. Everything always works out for me. That's what you need to say out loud right now to manifest. Maybe you'll get through his caller 7 today for the 1K wordplay. Maybe you'll get an extra chicken nugget in your meal at lunch today. I
want to get lucky.
No.
Okay, what?
I am so lucky. Everything always works out for me.
For me.
This is a new trend.
It is.
It is. There's these 2 women that they're best friends, and they posted a video saying that they've been saying that every single day and comparing their list of amazing things that have started happening for them. And you know what? Maybe it's not changing things. Maybe the universe isn't necessarily responding literally, but you start to then notice all of the positive things that happen to you throughout the day.
That's fair. And that's a good thing to be doing. But the one example you gave me was like the one girl got an extra chicken nugget.
Yeah.
Like that's not that. Is that big a deal?
I mean, yeah.
We'll just order the 20-pack.
Yeah, but you get an extra one and you only paid for the 6 or whatever.
That's fair. Okay.
So repeat after me.
I am so lucky. Everything always works out for me.
Now, everybody do this for a week straight. I want you to compile a list in the notes section of your phone
like this.
of things that you noticed are going well.
I really wish we would have done this yesterday.
Oh, why?
Well, because, as you know, I'm renovating my kitchen, and I was looking for a new range. My stove is from 1974, I believe.
I believe it's actually from the 40s, but
yeah,
okay.
It's ridiculous. Anyway, so I'm getting a new stove, and so I'm out looking, and I see one that I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing price for this company. Like, this is, and it says it's damaged, but all I can see is a little scratch that wouldn't bother me. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go check out some of the other ones, and then I'm going to come back. But I think this is my girl.
It's calling your name.
It was. And then I came back, and it was sold.
See, you needed to say, I am so lucky, everything always works out for me.
And then I would have been like, this was meant to be, and I wouldn't have gotten like eye greedy and went and checked out what else was there. Mm-hmm. Who would have known, though, that it would have been scooped up in that 15-minute duration? But it was. And then there was handsome Italian man that's like, hey, sorry, I just bought that. I was like,
He's like, you wanted that? You're like crying.
He's like, yeah, he started digging.
Yeah, nothing
So
works
were
out
you
for
actually going to buy it, he said? I was like, I think so, yeah. And then he just was like, oh, okay, well, I got it.
If you're listening right now, text into our show. I am so lucky. Everything will always work out for me.
You
and
changed
then
it.
just say or just watch the beautiful things that start happening in your life.
And check in.
Check in with us.
Anytime over the next week. And then we will do a full-blown check back at this time next week. Set the reminder on our phone because obviously we'd both forget.
Yep.
Pretty scary situation on Monday Night Football a couple nights ago with Damar Hamlin, and we're still waiting to see what ends up happening there. Our thoughts are with him as he tries to recover from a heart attack, really. So here's a cardiologist explaining what they think happened.
The timing of getting that contusion to the chest wall has to occur within a 40 millisecond window when the heart is repolarizing, meaning that it's getting ready to beat again. So if you have those elements line up just perfectly, it's really just bad luck.
They say the same thing happened to Chris Pronger back in the day. He was hit in the chest with a puck
I watched that clip.
and collapsed, and he ended up playing like 2 games later. So he recovered very quickly. It was DeMar's uncle that actually spoke to the media about how scary the situation has been.
I'm just glad he's still alive and able to fight and trying to get better and recover.
You told me off camera your nephew died twice. Can you explain?
Well, his heart had went out, so they had to resuscitate him twice. They resuscitated him on the field before they brought him to the hospital, and then they resuscitated him a second time when he got to the hospital. So I just want to show my gratitude for the medical staff that were on hand, because if not for them, my nephew probably wouldn't even be here.
I also saw a perspective from a nurse on TikTok that said it is very traumatizing. Like, people are saying, oh, it was such an aggressive CPR. But that's what happens.
That's
like
CPR.
Odds are your ribs are being broken when they're trying to resuscitate you. And watching that can be awful. No wonder both teams were standing around in shock. No wonder the entire stadium sounded like there were crickets.
Yeah.
Because it's a traumatizing thing to go through for everyone involved. So like he said in that interview, thank you to everyone that does that in their line of work. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, and when you think of how rattled everybody seemed, rightfully so, but these medical professionals are doing this on the daily. Like, they
And whatever they did on the field, hopefully saved his life.
Yeah, it
Because
sounds like it did.
his GoFundMe is now over $6 million, and this is for his donation fund that he does to get children toys.
Yeah, his toy drive.
His goal was $2,500. It's over $6 million. And Tom Brady, I'm just reading through like the top donations, donated 10 grand. Jason Hanold donated 20 grand. The New England Patriots donated 18 grand. Russell Wilson donated 10 grand. Really cool to see so many people stepping up, showing their support, because when he realizes how much money he has now to give to kids in need.
Yeah, let's hope he gets that moment.
Yeah.
It does look promising. Coley Harvey of ESPN recently tweeted just like a little over 10 minutes ago that doctors overnight got promising readings that they've been hoping to see by this morning. They couldn't go into specifics, but progress appears to be made. So once again, we're really hoping that that Damar Hamlin recovers from this, and then, like you said, can see the amount of money that's been raised, the amount of people that are hoping for him, that are praying for him, and a speedy recovery. So we'll keep you updated the more that we hear.
Yep.
What are you not giving up for New Year's? 780-784-7107. Some experts are saying that the resolution, that word needs to be changed. Check it out.
We need to get our wording right about resolutions. Who wakes up this day and age and say, I resolve to do something? Nobody does. So we need to dump the word resolution to begin with, change it to commitment, because we think differently if we have a commitment. So we need New Year's commitments. What do you really want to accomplish in your life? And then commit to it.
Not a bad plan.
Nicole says, I'm not changing anything other than my last name.
Okay, I
So
like
that's
that.
very exciting to look forward to. Julie says, I will continue to spend way too much money on our kids and pets. Yeah, it's really hard to not spoil the little ones, hey?
Yeah. I have this thing for fried chicken, and I'm not going to change it.
No, you're not.
I know it's not a healthy option for me to be eating. I don't eat it too much, but I'm still going to enjoy it. Like, that's when you hear people giving up stuff that they really, truly enjoy.
Yeah.
Sad.
We got a text into our show yesterday. My apologies, because I don't remember who sent it in, but they said, you know, a resolution shouldn't be giving up all the things that you love. You should be implementing more things that you love into your life. So that was their resolution, was to just do more things that bring them joy.
That's like the commitment. The way that guy worded that, it actually makes sense. What do you got for us?
So I just wanted to comment on this whole non-New Year's resolution thing.
Okay.
What I am not giving up is my zero that I have to give left.
I love that for you. You keep that up. Have you already implemented it, even though it's only 4 days into the year?
Yes. Yes, I have.
Oh my God, we have the same laugh.
I know. I think that every morning when I hear you laugh. I'm like, oh my God.
That is so great.
We just got one of the coolest texts. This is very selfish. I just got one of the coolest texts that I've ever gotten on the show. Yeah, we are so hooked to this text line constantly. My daughter got a phone for her Christmas present from her mom, and she just texted into the show. She doesn't have school today, so she's up, and she is listening to the show and contributing, and it's just wild.
This is Charlie. Hey, Dad. And I said, check the text line. And Ryder's face. It was really cute.
Yeah.
That's so cool. You've been waiting 11 years for that. You've been sitting in that same chair since she was just a little butterball.
Well, I remember another text I got was from her mom, and she said, Char just recognized you on the radio.
Aww.
And that one I remember, just hitting.
That's so special.
It was pretty awesome. And this one is pretty awesome, too. Plus, her best friend's listening.
Ooh, Phoebe.
Phoebe wants a shout out. So what's up, Phoebes? Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
She listens to the podcast every day. You've been a little bit concerned now that Charlie's friends are listening.
It was definitely it was an eye-opening moment for me to be like, what? Your friends listen? Mm-hmm. Weren't you 2 years old yesterday? It's so strange.
So you've felt like some of the things that you used to say maybe
little inappropriate.
Yeah,
yes, as if you aren't saying things that are a bit offside.
I don't care though. That's
True.
the difference. What's the state that Boston is in again?
No, we're not doing this. I refuse.
The Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Action Furnace. Fixed right or it's free.
Play 107.